Big tech is firing thousands of workers, claiming artificial intelligence is the cause. But if AI is so efficient, why are profits soaring?
Let me show you what the stock is doing this morning. It is up 3%, and this is kind of two sides of the trade. So Meta says it's going to cut 20% of its workforce to offset AI costs. That was a Reuters report. And then they also announced plans to spend up to $27 billion over the next 5 years to access Nebius cloud infrastructure. It's a neocloud.
The math doesn't add up. Companies are using AI as a convenient legal smokescreen. The truth is much darker. Executives are firing experienced staff to inflate stock prices while quietly struggling to make the actual technology work.
You say, oh, we're letting people go because of AI. No, you're letting people go because the business is hurting and calling it AI, and because Wall Street is buying anything with the letters A and I attached to it. And so what you might find is you would actually get a bump in your stock because you're letting people go because of AI.
This isn't just an innovation cycle, it's also a financial strategy, and the impact is immediate. Across offices, uncertainty is spreading. Employees aren't just worried about AI replacing them, they're worried the decision has already been made.
79% of CEOs in the US said they feared they could lose their jobs within 2 years if they didn't deliver measurable AI-driven business gains.
So if AI isn't the full story, why does it feel like everyone is one step away from being replaced? Right now, the surge in 2026 layoffs is averaging 870 people per day, a rate significantly higher than the already brutal 2025 average. This isn't a correction slowing down. It's a strategic pivot where companies are firing their marketing departments to pay for massive GPU clusters. It's a rapid-fire sequence of events. High interest rates lead to cooling venture capital, which leads to efficiency mandates, which leads to the AI buzzword being used as a shield for mass terminations. But here's the puzzle that should keep every knowledge worker awake at night. Data shows that while 44% of companies currently cite AI integration as the primary driver for their layoffs, less than 10% of those same firms report that AI has actually replaced a specific human role. This figure is staggering because it reveals a massive gap between corporate rhetoric and technical reality. The jobs aren't being automated. They are being deleted to balance the books. If the robots aren't doing the job and the human isn't doing the job, where did the work go? Why are we firing people for technology that isn't actually ready to work yet? The answer lies in the spending gap. While Salesforce and Meta slash thousands of roles to lean out, Meta is now projected to spend between $115 billion and $135 billion on AI capital expenditures in 2026. This implies your salary is being directly funneled into NVIDIA chips. Meanwhile, Gartner shows that 60% of Fortune 100 companies have appointed AI oversight heads, while their actual implementation teams, the people who actually build the tech, have shrunk by 25%. Leadership is prioritizing the appearance of AI readiness over actual human talent. They are building the church before they have a religion, and they're using your severance package to pay for the bricks. Look at Block, formerly Square. CEO Jack Dorsey recently cut the workforce from 10,000 to 6,000. He didn't blame a recession, he claimed a shift to AI. But the reality? Block's profits are soaring. Then there's Pinterest, which laid off a massive chunk of staff to prioritize AI-driven teams. These aren't companies in distress. These are healthy organisms cutting off limbs to run faster in a race that hasn't even started yet. In small studios, tasks that once required 3 junior employees are now being handled by 1 senior person using a suite of AI tools that are only 70% accurate. The quality is dropping, but the payroll is dropping faster. And in the eyes of the board, that's a win. The good news is, corporate profits after tax are at an all-time high, surpassing $3.2 trillion. The stock market is booming, and for those with significant equity, the world has never looked brighter. The bad news is, we are entering what economists call a jobless boom. The labor market for mid-level knowledge workers is in freefall precisely because the boom is happening because of the layoffs, not despite them. Investors are rewarding companies for firing people, creating a cycle where big is beautiful, but only if you have fewer humans on the payroll. The duality is clear. The economy is healthy on paper, but the people who make the economy run are feeling the squeeze of a system that no longer values their presence. The IMF warns that this hyper-focus on short-term efficiency could lead to a permanent labor market polarization. The scam is migrating from tech into every facet of our daily lives. All of this reveals a much deeper shift happening in the global economy. The 2026 AI crisis isn't a story about technology. It's a story about accounting. It is the efficiency smokescreen. For decades, if a CEO fired 5,000 people while making billions, the public called it greed, and the brand took a hit. Today, if you fire 5,000 people and say the word AI, your stock price jumps by 10%. It is a perverse incentive that treats human beings as a liability to be traded for a higher PE ratio. The crisis is a manufactured narrative used to rebase labor costs for a new era of capital concentration. The system is being sustained by three distinct mechanisms. First, the COVID overhiring hangover. Between 2020 and 2022, tech companies hired like there was no tomorrow, bloating their ranks by 30 to 40%. Data from Crunchbase shows that many AI layoffs are actually just corrected overhiring from 4 years ago. AI is just the PR department's way of cleaning up management's mess. Second, the capital pivot requires trillions in spending. Research from PwC indicates companies are effectively firing their human capital to pay for physical capital, specifically GPU clusters. Finally, the labor productivity paradox means that as roles get more concentrated, ownership does too. Big tech no longer needs to hire to grow, it just needs more electricity. If this trend continues, the transition will be brutal. Goldman Sachs indicates that while overall unemployment might stay low, the shift could impact 300 million jobs globally. We are already seeing a 3% rise in unemployment specifically for workers in their 20s within tech-exposed roles. The transition period isn't a smooth bridge, it's a chasm. The stakes are no longer just about your next paycheck. They are about whether the next generation can even enter a workforce that is actively trying to close the door behind it. We are moving from a world where labor had leverage to a world where only those who own the compute have power. We are entering the skills gap chasm. The World Economic Forum indicates that 39% of current skills will be outdated by 2030. You aren't fighting a robot for your job. You're fighting a corporation that wants to use your salary to buy a robot that might be able to do your job in 3 years. Even if the AI isn't ready today, the budget cuts are finalized. This creates a dangerous limbo where human productivity is discouraged, but machine productivity isn't yet reliable. We are betting the future of the global economy on a beta product, and the stakes are our very livelihoods. Now, let's be fair, it isn't all a scam. There are real productivity gains being made in the shadows. McKinsey notes that generative AI can automate 60 to 70% of routine tasks, adding up to $4.4 trillion to the global economy. For some businesses, this is the difference between surviving and going under. And while legacy roles are disappearing, AI-related hiring is up 92%, with a 56% wage premium for those who can orchestrate these systems. The problem isn't the existence of the technology, it's the speed at which it's being used as a weapon against the workforce before the new roles are even defined. But here's the most surprising part. Many companies claiming AI-driven success are actually just seeing a bounce back from the post-pandemic slump. They are AI-washing their earnings to satisfy a hungry market. If revenue goes up, the CEO tells the board it was the new AI strategy. This justifies the layoffs and keeps the stock high, even if the AI had zero impact on the bottom line. We are in a state of AI delusion, where $200 billion in venture capital has been thrown at startups that are pre-revenue, pre-idea, and pre-clue. This bubble creates a pressure cooker, where established companies feel they must fire people just
in
to
their
look
college
as lean
education.
as
You're part of
startups
this
that don't
culture that
actually
wins
do
and
anything
flexible environment.